Greetings everyone, this is Jeff with Honor Your Oath Civil Rights Investigations. Today is Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. It's about 2:37 p.m. I am here at the Patrick Space Force base, U.S. Space Force. That's the main gate, the main entrance right up there. And this is a revisit. I was here about 7 years ago when this was still called Patrick Air Force Base. But since then it has been turned into Patrick Space Force. And when I was here about 7 years ago, I had the great honor of being with my good dear friend Thomas Covenant, the epic old guy, who has since passed away. I miss him very much. Very good guy, awesome guy. So I will dedicate this video to the epic old guy, Thomas Covenant, my good friend.
Good, how are you?
Where's the pictures of?
I just take pictures.
Of what?
Just take pictures out in public, that's all.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
taking pictures of the gate?
Just taking pictures out in public.
I can't have you taking pictures of the gate.
Why not?
Because we're in a higher protection level right now.
Right.
So we see people taking pictures of the gate. It's kind of bad.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind if I see the pictures?
No, you're not going to see my pictures.
Not going to see them at all?
No, I'm not talking to him further. I'm not answering more questions. I'm just taking pictures out in public. So.
All right. Do you have your ID on you at least?
I'm not answering any further questions.
You're not answering any. Can I please see your ID?
No.
Why not?
I'm not answering further questions.
Okay, well, I'm asking you, as a law enforcement officer, conducting my duties because you're taking pictures of the gate in a higher threat level, for me to please see your ID.
Okay.
What is this? Okay. Then just wait right there for a minute. Like I said, if you're not a threat to the base, I don't understand. I get your First Amendment rights, it's perfectly fine, but why won't you give me your ID so I can conduct my job and protect my base? Especially since we're in a higher threat level.
I'm not answering any questions.
It doesn't make any sense why you're doing it. It really
I
doesn't.
remain silent.
It makes no sense why you're doing this. And I'm not trying to be difficult with you. I've been completely polite. You're, for the most part, being compliant. All I'm asking you to do is let me do my job and at least see your identification. Because you're doing something that can be threatening to the base. And my job is to protect it. Okay? Like I said, it's all over the news what ISIS is doing. So this, right now, with what ISIS is doing and all the threats that we have on all the bases, is not good. Okay, I understand maybe you're exercising your First Amendment and why you're coming out here to take pictures is your own personal business, but an identification is all I'm asking for. I'm not detaining you. I'm not trying to do anything, to harm you or take away any of your amendments. I just would like your identification so I can do my job and protect my base. Why aren't you letting me do that?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, we're not taking away any of your amendments. We're protecting our base. All right. So our investigator's going to come out here and probably try and talk to you. I have a highly. I know for a fact that civilian law enforcement's going to come because it's their jurisdiction. Okay. All because you just won't give me your ID. All I want to do is write down information to make sure that my base stays protected. That's it. There's no reason for this to blow up. I understand what you're doing. I just need your identification. Now, when civilian law enforcement gets here, they can get your identification. Okay, because this is their jurisdiction. And what you're doing can be perceived as a threat to the base. So they have probable cause to get your identification to see who you are. Okay? So it's going to come out regardless who you are and everything. And when he gets your information, I'm going to get your information from my investigator so it can go on file.
You do your little game, we'll do ours. Okay. I guess you don't want to cooperate with these people and tell them what's going on?
I've already told them. I'll tell you what I've told them.
Okay.
That I'm out in public taking photographs. I have no weapons on me. I have no ill will. No ill
Let me
intent.
explain something to you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the big picture here, the way that 99% of our society looks at it today.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a military facility. We've got terrorism and stuff going on. They're concerned that you're taking pictures of a military facility. So they're asking you what's up, and you don't want to cooperate, I guess.
I've cooperated. I've told them.
No, you didn't cooperate.
Did you identify who you are?
I'm not. No, I'm
Then
not.
that's not cooperating.
I've already,
I'm going to call my supervisor, And do you understand what the laws of loitering or prowling are? When you're doing something that an average citizen isn't doing and doing something that's suspicious, we as a government have a legitimate reason to look into it to make sure you're not up to something criminal. Do I have a problem with you taking pictures? No. It's freedom of what, we all have the right to look and see what's going on. But we also have the right to protect society and find out what it is you're doing. Nobody wants to stomp on your rights. We also don't want to just ignore things and let bad things happen. You can understand that.
Well, like I said, I'm just out in public gathering information about what public officials do on public property.
Okay.
I have no weapons, no ill will,
okay,
no
but you
intent.
understand what's going on with it being a military base.
And I'm not on their property.
You're a grown man, you're mature. I'm not talking to a 5-year-old, so you understand where I'm coming from. So either you have an agenda to start a problem, or you're just, because I don't know why, if you're here for legitimate reason, most people don't refuse to identify themselves and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is who I am. Because here's another thing. It's my obligation to find out, when I come in contact with people, I run names to see who has warrants out for their arrest. If you're doing something that's shady, you're taking pictures of a military establishment, you're refusing to tell anybody what you're up to, you're refusing to identify yourself, I'm going to call my supervisor, and if he says L&P, I'm going to lock you up. If not,
am I being detained at this point, or am I free to go?
Right now, you're being detained until I find out what's going on.
What is your reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime is afoot?
What did I just get done telling you?
That I'm taking photographs in public.
And we've got all this stuff going on. So what is your agenda? You've obviously got some agenda out here. How about tell me your agenda? What's your agenda?
I'm not talking. I'm made silent.
So you're just an anarchist. You don't believe in cooperating or doing anything for the good of the people. You just want to do what you're going to do, and the hell with the government, right?
Well,
right where you're at.
The First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, and the Fifth Amendment are very valuable.
I agree.
The right to be free from unreasonable.
Guess what? I'm a law-abiding citizen too. And if the cops say, "What are you doing?"
Right.
I'm going to tell them what I'm doing because I got nothing to hide.
Okay.
So you can keep your mouth quiet. I'll talk to my boss and I'll see what he wants me to do, and I'll be right with you. Because nobody wants to stomp on your precious rights. Because nobody wants to stomp on your precious rights. Because nobody wants to stomp on your precious rights.
This is U.S. Space Force, Patrick Space Force Base, down here in Brevard County, Florida. It looks like I've already got a gentleman coming out to talk to me. Let's see what happens. Right. But it's pretty interesting that this has been turned into the Space Force Base. I think they do actually do some launches from out here. We got the main entrance right here. Gate operations. Hey, good man, how are you? I'm just getting some video of the area. I can't hear a word you're saying, I'm hard of hearing. I can't hear you, I'm hard of hearing. Why's that?
It's part of our rules.
Part of your what?
Part of our rules and policies.
All right. Well, where does the property begin? Right there at the Air Force installation warning sign? I think that's where it begins, right? This is public out here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm out here doing some investigatory surveillance on your gate operations. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how the gates work here. Most places the gates just are either open or closed, or in the process of opening or closing. There seems to be some sort of special gate operations at some military bases, and I'm trying to do an investigation to figure that out, if there's anything special about how y'all's gate operates.
Oh, okay.
So, just doing an investigative story, working on an investigative story.
Okay. It's like for YouTube or something?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right, man. My name is Jeff, by the way. What's your name?
All right, I'll be right back with you, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Well, there you have it, folks. It's been about 45 minutes since that initial contact with the Air Force security personnel or police officer, whatever he was. No further contact has been made with me by anyone from the Air Force. And also I've seen at least 2 or 3 Brevard County Sheriff's deputies drive by, and they did not stop to talk to me or anything like that. They just continued driving by. So, big difference between 2022 and 7 or 8 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, my initial visit when I was basically threatened with arrest for loitering and prowling. So hopefully things are getting better, but we got to stay on top of them. All right, so honor your oath, I'm out of here. Y'all take care.